Thank you, Grant. Well, Christmas Eve is almost here and the holiday rush is in full swing. One local bakery is working around the clock to get every order out the door. The ovens are running nonstop at the Cheesecake Ninja in Jackson, and co-owner Amy Franklin was busy mixing the last round of cookies, packaging cake pops, and she was also putting together her charcuterie boards so orders can be picked up on Christmas Eve. She says the most rewarding part of her job is seeing the happiness her treats bring to customers.
The best part of this job is getting to make people smile. I try to make things as beautiful as possible, but we really want to make sure that they're as tasty as possible. And when people comment back to us or leave us a Google review that was the best cheesecake they've ever had, and thanks so much. I think it's awesome that as our family business gets to be a part of so many family celebrations. That's like the best part of this job for me.
Well, if you are in need of any last-minute sweet treats, the Cheesecake Ninja will be open from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. tomorrow.